Hi, and welcome to another episode of Average Previews. Today I will take a look at the game called Victor Vran. It's a kind of Diablo-like action RPG, and it's interesting in a way, and I'll explain why. But let's begin. Now I have completed this first map, so I can be sure that there won't be any story spoilers or anything like that. This map is complete and I'm back here. Now you have these optional missions in every map, and each map, and this is one of the more massive maps, and it includes several smaller maps. For example, this map here, 10 of the Broodmother, needs me to be level 10. Before that I cannot enter. So this is an overworld of sorts. And you can go back to the hub, either here or you can click here, return to hub. And let's go back to the hub. This is where you have all the supplies and your stash.
I worry for the Queen, my son. She has not confessed to me for weeks, and I feel the darkness could have crept inside her heart.
That isn't a spoiler, do not worry.
I came from my friend. What do you seek in Zagaravia, Irene?
Nothing in particular. Exciting place, isn't it? Adventurous, you might call it.
Yeah, the nightlife seems to be booming. Seriously, why are you here?
No business of yours. A girl has to keep some secrets, you know?
It is true. And that's the Queen who you do this work for. And here is the map. Now as you can see, it has the royal gardens, this massive one. Then it has the small dungeons I found within this map. The Befouled Tomb and the others. Sepulchre of the Damned, let's go here. And as you can see, it also has these optional missions like destroy burial urns or slay monsters with hammer. Overkill skeletons. Now that's an actual mechanic. There are two ways to kill skeletons. One is to overkill them, and the other is to critical them twice. When you first critical kill them, then they will rise again, but the second time they won't. And this is the gameplay. That's another interesting part. As you can see, I have two weapons equipped. I have a sword and I have a scythe. I also have a hammer available and a shotgun. And you also don't see many equipment pieces, because there aren't any. I chose this. You can, before you begin the game, you can choose between three outfits. One is a balanced fighter, one is a magician of sorts, who gains this overdrive over time, and attacks do not gain any. Vigilante, which I chose, gains overdrive only via critical hits. And you can see sometimes that blue the importance of the interesting. The importance of the different weapons is that they give you different abilities. For example, the swords attacks, as you have already seen, are this and then a days. When you choose the sight has different abilities, like this. I'm using the sight as my secondary because it's great against large packs of enemies. And the sword has high critical damage, so I can collect my overtime quicker. But I mentioned before that the blue explosion, this is a card, the moon. You can get these cards from leveling up or buying them from a shop. As you can see, I have a guardian, a card over. You also can choose these gift boxes for leveling up. Oh, and these are the abilities you use your overdrive for. For example, this healing aura, or the meteor, or the time bubble, or what I'm currently using, a diamond, a magical shield. Let's show you how the gameplay changes depending on the weapons you use. Let's use a hammer and a shotgun. Now a hammer is really slow, but therefore does a lot of damage. Boom. Nice. I think I have found a secret here. Yep, I did. Another hammer. Oh, this thing does over 100 damage. And when I choose the shotgun, so each of the different weapons gives you a new auto attack and two abilities. There are currently, I know of, sword, shotgun, hammer and sight as weapons. However, it is possible that there are more weapons. I can't be certain of that yet. This is a small dungeon. The chest pieces do drop from enemies, I know for a fact. I think anyway. But I'm sure I have seen them drop. No, they don't drop. because you don't have a slot for them. Okay. 6%, 6%. Well, basically they changed the way you play the game. Quite heavily, actually. Nice. And this is done, I think. No, I haven't. I want to see and find another secret. Let's take the healing. Another interesting thing about this game is that it's probably the only action RPG I know of where you can jump. But not only that, you can also wall jump. I see this. Like this. And some of the areas of the game do use that mechanic. Does the map show me? Maybe around here. No. I somehow think that the secret here is obvious, but for some reason I can't see it right now. Maybe it's up there, who knows. Let's go back to the Royal Gardens. Some areas are full of skeletons, some areas are full of spiders. I think it's a really fun game. But yeah, if you are playing action RPGs, Diablo-like action RPGs, for all that, for all these loot explosions and such, then I don't think this game is for you, since it doesn't have a lot of loot. But if you like the gameplay and they don't mind the amount of loot you get, then this game can be for you. Definitely. Because it is fun. And changing the weapons around all the time is also interesting. And you're still fighting hordes and hordes of enemies. Oh, a champion is there. Let's kill it. Cornered him. Good. Let's use the diamond. Ambrosia. What is that? Restores 100% health and refreshes the cooldowns of all attacks and demon powers. Huh. Okay. So the one thing I have here left to do is use demon powers. Of course I also need to find 2 more secrets. And another interesting thing is that you can do this. You can dodge around attacks. And the entire game rotates around the castle, basically. Whenever you're done with the mission, you go back there and choose another one. Level up. What do we get now? Our overdrive maximum has increased. Overdrive allows you to activate demon powers. Yep. In addition to your new ability, you will gain a bonus item on each level. Shockwave unleashed 3 consecutive shockwaves that push back all enemies. Hurl a boomerang that deals damage to each enemy on its path. Let's take the boomerang. I can't, before level 14 I can't equip the second. This sounds like fun. Let's test it. So now I can use 2 demon powers. Oops. I was using E, not 3. I think this is basically the game. If you're interested in something like this, then I have you can check it out on Steam. I have a Steam link in the description below. And the same thing applies if you want to see this more on the channel. Another thing I haven't unlocked yet, but I know that this exists, is that eventually you will be able to, I think they appear around here. You can choose different hexes for that map, which enhance enemies or basically make the map more difficult. They increase the challenge level of the map. I haven't unlocked them yet. I don't know how. I think you have to 5-star the level first. It is possible. Oops. yeah, the same thing applies. If you want to see this more on the channel, then let me know. This is just a preview series where I try to show you the game from the perspective of someone who just got into it. So these are pretty much the very first impressions you will have when you decide to pick the game up. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you. Oh, what is this? Oh, never mind. And I'll see you next time.